Hello to all of you. It's Heather Hakes. I am coming to you to share. I don't know if you have been a part of the new Netflix blowout, but if you haven't heard of Marie Kondo's Tidying Up, I highly suggest you check it out. I wanted to share with you, I'm going to be going on my own journey, and I hope it inspires you to begin your own. It feels so good to declutter and let go of things and make more room for joy, and that's what Marie Kondo is all about. It's keeping things surrounding you that spark joy. I actually began decluttering and letting things go probably about a year ago, and it feels so good. I found myself starting tasks and then I would leave papers here, or I would gather the trash but leave it at the top of the stairs and not take it to the trash can. And I had all these small projects all around the house and was never completing anything, and it totally stressed me out. That's what began my decluttering. And then I didn't even know about this tidying up thing. So now I'm going to go back through Marie Kondo style and do the whole tidying up. And I want to share my journey with you. I actually, 2 seconds, I just want to pull up so I speak of this correctly, but the 5 categories. So you can do this too, and obviously you can Google all of this, but I'm happy to share with you. Of course, it's not going to be here when I'm needing it. Oh, here. Okay, so the 5 categories of, they're calling it Con Marie method. That's just a combination of her name. Here are the 5 categories. It's super simple. Clothing is number 1, and start there first because this process can be super overwhelming. I live alone in a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome. All my closets are packed. My garage is oversized 2-car. It's full of all my gear and accessories, so I'm slightly overwhelmed. But I know that these 5 categories and chunking down, that's the big thing. Anytime you feel overwhelmed, chunk it down. So back to categories. Number 1 is clothing, and what you do is you literally gather all of your clothing in one room, all of it. Pile it on top of the bed so you can see how much there is, and that's probably going to be a lot for most of you. I'm kind of scared, you guys. So anyway, you pile everything up and you start literally one piece at a time and you pick it up and it's like, does this spark joy? Does it not fit anymore? Whatever. So things that spark joy, you keep. Things that don't, you thank it for the time that you had. Sorry, that's Zoe. Thank it for the time that you had and then put it in a pile for donation or trash or whatever it may be. Okay, second category is books, which like cookbooks, magazines, textbooks for those of you that haven't been in college for a decade. Hold on, Zoe. Mom life, right? And for those of you that do have children or you live with other people, make this a family event. Like everybody can learn from this. Third category is papers, and that one I'm really stressed about. So that's like taxes, documents. I have like my house purchase stuff, and I have documents and papers all over the place. The key is to get everything into one area so you can be focused. And then the big one is called kimono, which is all about miscellaneous stuff, such as the kitchen, bathroom, garage. I know I'm scared. Decor, office, whatever. So that's when you kind of start maybe one room at a time. Finally, I think this one will be the hardest for most is sentimental items. I know I have a lot of boxes at my parents', which my dad wants me to get rid of or do something with. I mean, that's things like high school yearbooks and things from my childhood. So again, when you go through these sentimental items, do they spark joy? Does it bring good memories or does it not? So now, you guys, I'm going to be super brave and I'm going to walk you through my house, kind of a before, and then when I finish this project, I'm hoping I'm going to go all in. So maybe a week or 2, then I'm going to give you an after. So here we go. A big thing in my downstairs, oh, by the way, I've just showered and I'm finishing laundry since I have to pile all clothes. But what I love about my downstairs, my dad he turned my entry closet, which is stupid, I didn't need it, into a pantry. But look at this. This stresses me out every time I see it. This is what I call Costco problems. So that's going to feel good to fix. And another thing I want to show you is maybe things you don't care, but I'm sure yours looks like this or worse. My freezer. Again, this is Costco problems, but it's like, who needs all that? Why don't we just shop for what we need that week? Right? One little thing, this won't be too bad. My desk space, like this corner, just although it's kind of organized, it still, for me, feels like organized chaos. My garage, I think it's pretty organized, but I do have a lot of gear. I have a lot of hobbies, but it's just not working for me. So I have my board wall, but like I have stuff over here. These are winter coats that like, who needs that many? I have all this stuff that, although it's like look at this. This is Christmas that I was too lazy to do something with. Couple bikes. This is all my snowboard gear. Again, nobody needs 12 jackets. Nobody. But I'm sharing this with you so that you know you're not alone, that if you have as much stuff, don't fret. Like, do this tidying up. I'm going to give you like one more minute. I'm just going to show you my upstairs, the bedrooms, the closets, because this is what's slightly out of control. I do have a lot of shoes, but I've given up a lot, but I know there's still room for improvement. So, like my room is pretty organized. I always make my bed, but like this bookshelf, I have so many books that I can no longer have an organized bookshelf. And then my master closet, it got so bad. I went and bought a bathroom curtain rod to hang more stuff. And then just like walls of shoes and purses, and like this is really, you guys should have seen it before. My first spare room, not a ton in here, but again, like this bookshelf, I bet I get rid of most of these books. And this closet, it's like my hoodie and flannel. Nobody needs that many. This is all my Broncos gear. A lot of this does spark joy, so I can't say I'm getting rid of a lot of that. This spare room, those full of clothes. Under the bed, you guys, I have containers under the bed, 6 under each bed, full of stuff. And finally, my last closet is all of my dresses. And although I have gotten rid of a lot, I probably should get rid of more. But again, here's that bathroom rod. I was trying to make extra space. So I'm super excited to start this project and journey and declutter, only keep things that spark joy, and donate a ton of stuff. Again, I hope this inspires you to tidy up yourself. And if so, share your progress with me. Have a fabulous week.